fires that once marked the horizon still burn. Two lands, two crowns, one river binding them. For centuries, the North and the South had watched each other across the Nile, divided by power, ambition, and the silence of the desert. In the South stood the white crown of Upper Egypt, its people born of stone and sun. In the North shone the red crown of the Delta, its kingdoms rich in waters and trade. Between them the river flowed, faithful to neither, promising everything to whoever could make it one. The priest spoke of a time when the two flames would merge, and from their union a new age would begin. And somewhere beyond the cliffs of the South, a young king listened to the whisper of the Nile and answered. While others saw two lands forever divided, he saw one destiny. The priest spoke of a ruler who would unite the crowns. Narmer listened and whispered to the river. If not me, then who? The wind carried his answer north, and the age of kings took its first breath. Far to the south, where stone meets sun and the mountains guard the Nile's birth, a boy was born to a line of warriors and dreamers. They called him Narmer. He grew among the cliffs of Hierakonpolis, watching the river like a living god, learning its moods, its floods, its silence. From his father he learned how to fight. From his mother he learned how to believe. When the southern sun rose over the river, Narmer marched north with a dream the world had never seen. Army after army followed him. Farmers turned soldiers, priests carrying torches beside their shields. The Delta's kings gathered their power, trusting their walls of mud and water. But the Nile favored unity. Its currents carried Narmer forward. Dust rose like storms of gold as the two lands clashed. Steel met stone, and for a moment even the sun held its breath. When the silence returned, only one flag stood. The white and red crowns joined as one. Egypt was no longer a dream. It was born. For generations they had stood apart like brothers divided by pride. Now under a sun reborn they touched, and the light between them blazed like fire. Narmer raised the double crown toward the heavens, and for a breath the river itself seemed to pause. The priest proclaimed his title, Pharaoh, Lord of the Two Lands. Drums thundered like the heartbeat of Egypt. Birds rose in spirals of gold dust. When the dust of battle settled, the Nile ran silent, as though the gods themselves were listening. From both banks the people gathered, farmers with soil still on their hands, priests carrying torches, children lifted upon their fathers' shoulders, to witness the moment the world would change forever. Upon a simple stone altar by the river, Narmer placed the two crowns side by side, the red of the north and the white of the south. The two lands became one, and with them a single name to echo through eternity. Narmer, the first king, crowned in light and remembered by the river forever. The Nile continued its endless journey, but its song had changed. It carried not only water, but memory, the echo of a man who turned division into destiny. His name was Narmer. On the sacred ground between north and south, he built a new heart for the kingdom, a city called Memphis, where the river bends like an eternal embrace. From there, he drew lines of unity that reached every village and temple. Walls rose, laws were written, and for the first time, the voice of a single land was heard through stone and reed. The double crown, once a symbol of conquest, became a balance between heaven and earth. Merchants sailed freely, scribes carved their words into eternity, and artists painted the rhythm of one people under one sun. When Narmer's body returned to the silence of the tomb, his dream did not die. Every pyramid that pierced the sky, and every god that found a name was built upon the vision he left behind. The river still whispers it, not just his name, but the promise that from unity comes immortality.